Whew. Hey, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Tom here. Welcome, everyone, to I almost said Friday night. A Saturday night VATSIM live stream. We're going to be doing a long haul tonight, and we're going to be going down to Dubai from Chicago. Fortunately, we actually have a ton of air traffic control on right now in Chicago. We're pretty much fully staffed. So we have ground tower approach, a lot of traffic inbound, 11 on the ground going out, tons in. Chicago Center's on. I mean, pretty much the entire United Midwest is staffed up right now in VATSIM. So it's a lot of stuff happening. So it should be a pretty fun departure. It'll be interesting. Sorry, by the way, for not streaming the last couple of nights. Last night I had all intentions of streaming. For whatever reason, when I tried loading this game, like I could get to the main menu once I chose my aircraft, and I went to click fly, it just would never load to basically how I am right now. So I did a couple of things and ended up fixing that, but it was a serious issue for a little bit. I was a little nervous, so I messed with it this morning when I got up real early, and then after that, I was able to do a couple of test flights just to make sure things were working right, and I never ran into issues since then, so I'm hoping everything's fixed. I'm hoping we don't run into any issues on this flight, especially considering it's a long haul. So, we'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, VG Master? Sorry, I had to change my chat view. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy departure. I'm going to go ahead and get our flight pre-filed and get everything going. That way we can get in the air. I don't think I'm going to be streaming very late, so I'm trying to start it a little earlier. I got up at like 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty tired. So I know I'm going to probably not last very long into the night. So just in preparation of that. But let's get our initial position set here so we can get the FMS back to normal. Yeah, you were really fast to join. Holy cow. We're getting really bad frames right now because of all this traffic. There's a lot of aircraft on the ground here. What was this? Okay, so I did pre-file. Cool. Beautiful. Alright. So we got our pre-departure clearance there, CPDLC. I'm going to go ahead and get our flight loaded into the tablet here. That way we can get it all imported. And Jesus, these frames are atrocious. It's going to be a little bit of a laggy departure, I have a feeling here, depending on how many aircraft are still inbound or outbound. Although, actually, hold on. One thing that'll probably help this. Performance. Do not display aircraft beyond. I mean, you really only see them 20,000 or 20 miles away, so I'll switch that up. Oh wait, no, but that's gonna hinder my TCAS, so hold on. I'll switch that up later. We'll go 40. There we go. Apply. Okay, that'll help probably free up a couple of frames. Alright, set payload, set fuel, select route, and we're gonna go ahead and start boarding. Okay, request boarding. Let's let that start going because that's going to take a little bit. You got off work and then went to your notifications. That was like perfect timing. That's crazy. That literally was perfect timing. Alright, so our route tonight is very long, but I'm going to kind of read our departure clearance here. Oh my god, it's so long. Altitude 310, squawk 7212, so let's put that in the box right now. 7212. Okay. Cleared ORD 8 departure, climb via SID, maintain 5,000 feet, departure frequency 1190, maintain. Okay, so it's not telling me my runway. Dang it. I'm assuming 9 center. Yeah, let's attach the pushback tug. I'm assuming we're going off 9 center.
Pilot's boarding starting.
So we'll go ahead and get that program. Oh my god, the frames. Here, let's kind of look outside. It's going to get real. There's a lot of ground aircraft. Guy at the gate there. It's just a lot of stuff happening. Plus, it's got all the simulation stuff happening too for GSX. Okay. I'm going to plan...
Your crew has boarded.
What is this? Hold on. Route load. There we go. Okay. Route 1 uplink loading. Send forecast ready. Okay, cool. Index. Why is this at? Oh, there we go. I was like, do I not have FMS data? Because that would be really bad. I'd have to restart this whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to plan going off a 9 center at O'Hare. And let's see, what are we going to do in Dubai here? We're going to go ILS, runway 30 left off of Old Dots. So let's do that. ILS 30 left, Old Dot, and that is off of the VT 3 Charlie arrival. Perfect. Let's just make sure there's no discontinuities. It's saying 24 pages of route fixes. That's insane. Okay. Performance initialization. Let's go ahead and accept that. And zero fuel weight will load in. Everything else looks good. Thrust limitation. Takeoff. We are hopefully doing 9 center. If that changes, we'll have to update all this because that's kind of what we're planning right now. And it's a 43-degree temperature. Okay. And then takeoff is going to be flaps 15. 5.75 there. So let's get that adjust. Oh, wait. You know what? I'm not even going to be able to adjust it yet because my hydraulics aren't on. Kick all that on. Ground power. Turn off the APU wherever you are. Where's the APU? I forget. APU. There we go. Okay. Kick that on. Beautiful. Alright, so that'll silence that up. Anyways, 5.75 is what our takeoff trim is. So there's 5.5. One more click. There we go. 5.75. Perfect. And then our V speeds tonight, 165 for V1, 170 for VR. God, that's so fast. And 176 for the rotate. And then actually I want to look at my acceleration height. You know, we're going to do that at 1,000 feet. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, everything's good there. We just got to key in the panel now and wait for the passengers to load up, and then we'll be on our way. So we'll have some time to kind of watch some of these arrivals and all that junk. Departure heading. If I do take off on 9 center, that's a 093. So there we go. And we're going to put 5,000 in there. Put that on, and do VNAV. That's ready to go. Perfect. Okay. So everything on the aircraft side is ready. Kick the VOR lines on. I don't really have anything else I need to do there. Yeah, we're pretty much good to go. Alright, back to the chat. Yeah, it really was perfect timing. Oh, I know. I could tell from how quick you were responding to the posts I made. That was so annoying that I couldn't get the game to load. It was really frustrating. I don't know what was wrong. I think it was... I had installed a new sound file for this aircraft, and I think that was giving it some issues because I uninstalled it this morning, reinstalled it. Everything worked fine. I was nervous that it was happening again because it took a very long time for this aircraft to load in for whatever reason. So that had me kind of nervous too. Let's go to ground operations. We'll request that. Air conditioning. Alright, so we're loading passengers pretty well here. Let's see. I don't know if I'm technically in controlled or uncontrolled. Wait, did it say climb, maintain 5,000 departure? Contact so-and-so for taxi. Nope. Okay. Well, then let's read this. Delta is the current ATIS 3017. Arrivals expected to ILS. And right approach visual. Runway 1 center. Simultaneous all runway departures expect 9 center from Foxtrot 9,200 feet. 10 left from Delta Delta. Simultaneous parallel departures in use. Runway 4 left. 2 to right close. Expect to initially fly runway heading on departure. Pilots must read back direction of turns by ATC. Pilots use caution for bird activity in the vicinity. Read back all runway hold short instructions. When ready to taxi, contact ground on 12175. Advise we have information Delta. Alright, so we're just going to jump over to ground. Not ready to talk to him yet, but we will be soon. I'm going to go ahead and actually fire up the APU because we are pretty much ready to roll here. Passengers are on really quick. I don't know how they boarded so fast. What is my... Get out of here. What is GSX set to? Let's see. Just out of curiosity. Oh, very dense. That's why. Must be for the aircraft. Alright, well, that's all good. So, let's release the air conditioning unit. Let's get our parking brake on. Radio's all good. We're tuned. Seatbelt signs are off for now. I'll leave them off. Lights are good. Actually, no, lights are not good. Because I'm going to kick the storm light on. But I don't want a lot of these other lights to be on while I'm taking off.
The United and the Brickyard, thank you, gents, for your help. Good job taxiing.
Alright, let's turn these screens down a little bit.
It's a maze. It sucks here, man. British Airways, never mind.
Yeah, until they can fix the scenery. O'Hare right now is so broken because in real life it's so torn apart, but in Flight Simulator it's not updated to that yet. So it's very, very difficult taxiing around this airport right now. There's a guy really close to me. Or in front of me? Yeah, in front of me. A lot of aircraft popping up here. Oh, there's a guy right there. No, one there, one there. One over here. Hey, it's busy. Okay, so hold on. Let me check what this looks like without the dome light on. Alright, that should be good. Get rid of this.
Sure, everyone, good evening. Deputy 231, just wanted to make sure it's the ramp up control.
Okay, Blue, I think it was 232 that called. A-firm, ramp is on control, just don't push onto any active taxiways, please.
Okay, just 236.
Alright, we'll knock that back. Okay. Yeah, there's really nowhere for me to push, but they don't want us pushing on the active taxiway, so whatever. Let me get the rest of these screens kind of dimmed down because it is very bright.
1137, I have proclaimed to Minneapolis. Let's take 1137. PDC coming your way, sorry about that.
There we go. Turn this down. These screens are so bright at night, it's ridiculous. Okay, and then 4. I don't really need this that bright. I'll kick that down a little bit. Actually, I don't really need it at all. I'll just put a little on. Okay, beautiful. Storm lights are on. APU is going.
You missed it, yeah. Contact tower 12075.
Alright, seatbelt signs are coming on. We're getting everything ready here. Parking brake is on. Okay, so let's release ground power, remove chocks. Go to our door manager. Where's door? Like, where's door management? Why am I losing my mind? There it is. Okay. Door management. Close all. Arm all.
Quebec Alpha.
Gotta wait for it to close.
10 left, Delta, we are uniform.
Okay, prepare for pushback and departure. No. Arm all doors. There we go. Perfect. I don't know where I'm going. So, I'm just going to push back manual. I'll manually stop. I don't want to get yelled at for going into the
Ground, good day.
wrong area.
30 heavy, correction, not heavy. Runway 10 left, just cross runway 10 left, echo, echo.
Unit 2230, O'Hare ground, welcome in.
All right. You were just thinking that I was replying really quick to your message last. Yeah, you really were. That was crazy. How fast you were.
Charlie gets by Lima, right on Alpha. Have a good night.
All right. Let's go ahead and fire up our left engine.
Correction, my bad. Left on Alpha. Sorry.
Roger, left on Alpha, United 2030.
All right, so we're gonna make sure we don't push back onto that taxiway.
For her ground, welcome in your Gulf Gate.
Correct.
Taxi via November, left onto either Bravo 1 or Alpha 10, whatever works for you.
November, listen, Alpha.
All right, there we go. We'll push right there. They're gonna go ahead and tell me to set my parking brake. Did I just cancel?
140 up.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, parking brakes are set.
Ground,
There we go.
We will be disconnecting. We do not have any more time today. Have a wonderful evening.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Later. Okay, let me get this checklist complete real quick. Pre-flight, we're good. Fuel control switches. Checklist override. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Are you telling me I don't have my beacon on? There we go. Alright, even better. Alright, the other engine. Firing that up. And before taxi. Perfect. Did I not set my parking brake? Oh yeah, waiting confirmation, good engine start. There we go. We have a good engine start.
You can disconnect.
And it's gonna tell me insufficient fuel just because of the route. Here, watch this. Once I get this loaded in here, that insufficient fuel message will go away. There we go. So now we have plenty of fuel. Way more fuel than we need. Alright, thrust limitations. Go back to the takeoff page. That's all clear. Parking brakes on. Doors are auto. Passenger signs are on. APU is running. And auto brake is a RTO. Yeah, you were very, very fast. That was very, like, super fast. Oh, wow. Look at that guy taking off right there. Flying right over the airport, pretty much. It's weird how it keeps cutting out the sound of the air.
Tow truck disconnect. Bypass. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright. That's all good. So we can do our flaps 15. There we go. Flaps 15 are set. Those are coming down. Tug's going back. Alright, so we can kill our storm light,
779ers,
kick our taxi lights on, and be good.
Taxi instructions to Hotel 16.
American 779, O'Hare ground. I can try my best. It's going to be Lima Alpha.
Delta, okay.
It's kind of messed up, so do it however you'd like.
No worries, Lima Alpha, and then we'll work around the scenery. American 779. Have a nice
Alright, here we go.
Good night. You might need to take Bravo just because there's a person that pushed on to the active taxiway on Alpha.
Alright, we'll take Bravo, American 7079, thanks.
Alright, that was me, Chicago O'Hare, Delta 287. Actually, it's taxi. Left. Delta 287, where are you? I'm the guy standing on taxiway Alpha. Ah, yes.
There goes the queue.
343, please, Mo Charlie, I don't see you.
There goes the crew. Alright, I'm going to wait for this guy to get his taxi instructions.
Record 567, contact tower 12075, good night.
120.7, American time.
Emma, quick. Oh, aircraft calling, what was that?
Emma, clicking 911 Heavy.
What?
Emirates, are you ready to taxi?
No, so we had to respond. We will have an issue with our panel, so it's going to be about another 15 minutes for us.
Oh, take your time. Your PDC is still good.
Over ground unit 152 heavy. We're just off of gate Charlie 18, ready to taxi. We have information Delta.
There's 2 at once. I heard United 152. You ready to taxi?
Affirmative, and we have Delta.
And 152, thank you. Let's see. 10 left. You want full length?
Yeah, full length would be great.
Fine, let's do it. Taxi via uniform 7, Quebec, Alpha, for full length, 10 left.
Alright, 10 left full length via uniform 7, Quebec, Alpha, United 152.
12 call. Southwest 1121, sorry for the...
Alright, this is going to be confusing.
Runway.
Okay, so we need to flip our departure runway real quick.
10 left, Delta, Delta.
10 left.
10 left, Delta, Delta, Southwest 1121.
And departure 10 left.
Hello, Jeffrey 231, ready to taxi from
Execute takeoff, and we'll get our speeds going.
232,
Okay, so uniform 7. These taxi instructions are really confusing.
No problem. 10 left to Delta, Delta, taxi via uniform 7, Quebec, Alpha. JetBlue 232, runway 10 left, Delta, Delta, taxi via uniform.
I'm gonna do my best to do this.
Quebec, Alpha.
This is gonna be the most difficult taxi ever.
JetBlue 232, you got it. Thank you. Break, Sun Country 259, welcome to O'Hare. Taxi to Mike Day, straight ahead. Echo, Echo, right on Victor. You can enter via any Victor you want. Have a good night.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to get to this runway, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. It's so confusing to get here. Okay, so 176. Is everything else the same? 47.
43 mode Charlie, please.
No, this whole thing is changing. Alright. I gotta set this up while trying to taxi. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. 47. It's a takeoff, and we're now flaps 5. Okay. Uniform 7. Let's see what else do I need to do here. 176. 181. Oh my god. And 187. That's very high. 5.0 on the trim. I think it's going to be this one over here is what I want to be on. I don't really know. It's impossible to follow the taxiways here at O'Hare now. It's just like the scenery does not match. Okay, so 187.
Try out 7251 mode Charlie, please.
Okay, this seems okay. This seems to be the right taxiway at least. What else do I need to change? The trim to 5.5.
Ah, there you are, Habibi. I see you now. You ready to taxi? Ready to taxi.
There we go. Okay, 5.5.
10 left to Delta, Delta. Taxi via Alpha.
10 left. Perfect. Alright, everything's good. We should be fine now. I think this is where I want to go. Uniform 7, Quebec.
At O'Hare ground, very good evening. American 1073, holding short of Alpha, right for placement.
American 1073, O'Hare ground, good evening. Information Delta, you got it?
Affirm Delta, sir.
This is so confusing. Alright, sorry, I didn't have the chat up. Hey, what's up, Zachary O'Brien? Good evening.
Oh, man.
How are you?
These are together. Okay, follow him, please.
Yeah, this is confusing.
Good evening, American 193 aircraft, American 193 O'Hare ground, welcome in. Taxi to Kilo Gates via Echo, Echo, Victor. Have a good night.
Alright, I think we're doing okay now on this taxiing. Speed it up a little bit here.
And American 779, just got a question. I'm going to refile here for departure. Is 22 left going to be my departure if I refile?
Negative, 10 left.
There we go.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so 10 left, heading is 093, so that doesn't change. Alright, cool. Everything else is good.
320.
So really it was just a runway change, so we just had to switch the runway speeds and all that stuff. How's Zachary O'Brien doing tonight? It's super busy at O'Hare right now. This is crazy.
945. Just want to confirm pushing through the alleys at our discretion.
Hey, firm, no active taxiways, please.
Okay.
Alright, 10 minutes on the clock here since we fired up the old entrance.
Contact tower 12075. Have a good night.
Alright, over to tower 12075. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good one.
No problem. JetBlue 232 Papa.
Left one able, right turn on Papa United.
Alright, so we are full length, 10 left.
8. You have a gate that you're going to?
Look at all these guys stacked up, man. They got airplanes over there. This is
21.
busy tonight at O'Hare. I like this.
Correct.
Got them lined up. Pretty cool. Alright. So, tonight we are cruising down to Dubai. It's a pretty long flight, obviously. But we got a lot of air traffic control on. I think I got Minneapolis Center on and Toronto Center. So we could stay live for a while and get some air traffic control. Try not to stay up too late, personally, just because of getting up early.
656, do you have a gate mine?
But
The same one
if we're having a good time, I'll stay up a little bit longer. I got to do some stuff tomorrow that I need to, like, not be super tired for.
Alright, I can't give you the same one. I'll give you one right next to him, Bravo 23.
That works, United 656.
Okay, 678, cross runway 10 left, and contact ground point 9.
Cross 10 left, 9.9, United 50, crushing United 678.
Our Tower United 152 Heavy is coming up on 10 left full length. We're ready to go.
And 152, runway 10 left, full length, line up and wait for crossing.
Line up and wait, 10 left full length, United 152 Heavy. Alright, line up and wait full length. Here we go. Strobes are coming on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, are we all ready? Tom, in the first 18 seconds, it's probably a new record. Yeah, it is.
14, gust 23, fly runway, hang runway 10 left, full length, clear for takeoff, no delay.
Clear for takeoff, 10 left, full length, runway heading after departure, United 152 Heavy. Alright, no delay. Alright, let's get out of here, gents. Here we go. It's pretty high rotation speed, 180 knots. It's a little insane.
Hello, Connie 184 Heavy on 10 center.
United actually doesn't, but Emirates does, and I'm just copying that flight instead, but I'm using United aircraft.
Connie 184 Heavy, hello.
Connie 184 Heavy, O'Hare Tower. Wind 13014, gust 23, runway 10 center, clear to land.
B1.
10 center, clear to land, Connie 184 Heavy.
B2.
Okay,
O'Hare,
Tower
United 1399, Establishment Localizer 10.
Hello, Windy. Gear up.
Yeah, 656. Are you able to make that left on Golf right there?
Negative, United 656.
Alright, sorry, I forgot to give you that turn. Take Papa Yankee, hold short 10 left.
Hey, what's up, Skystream?
Take Yankee and hold short
Oh, nice. FedEx 1204? Yeah, I'll have to find you. I just literally took off, as you could see.
Papa down at Echo, hold short 10 left.
By the way, welcome to the stream, Skystream Aviation. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, 1399 O'Hare Tower, wind 13014.
Oh man, winds are stiff.
10 center cleared to land. Caution wake turbulence. The preceding arrival.
FedEx 1204. I'll keep an eye out for the call sign.
United 1399.
Yeah, 656 cross 10 left and contact ground point 9.
This guy's waiting forever to hand me off.
Left, ground point 9, United 656.
O'Hare Tower, 9 Victor Delta with you, establishment localizer for 09 right.
9 Victor Delta O'Hare Tower, welcome back, 13014, F23, runway 9 right, clear the land.
9 right, clear to land, thanks. 9 Victor Delta.
And O'Hare Tower, United 152 Heavy, we're airborne 3,300. You want us over to departure?
Yeah, 152 Heavy, sorry about that. Turn left hang 070 and then contact departure 119.0.
Alright, left 070 and then over to departure. Have a great night. Thanks for the ATC. Chicago approach United 152 Heavy with you, just off of 10 left. We're at climbing through 4,100, 070 on the heading.
Yeah, I'm 152 Heavy, Chicago departure, radar contact, clear direct eBay, climb maintain 15,000.
Clear direct eBay, climb maintain 15,000. Any chance for high speed climb?
Let me get center of the track real quick, and then I'll send him over to you and you can ask him that.
Alright, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, because it sucks. I gotta sit here at frickin' flaps 1 this whole time.
614 passing those at 1,000. American 614, Chicago.
Alright, we're direct to eBay.
3017, expect ILS 10 center. 10 center for American 614, thanks.
Need a little bit faster than this because I'm too close to a stall window. If I let these flaps up, and you're supposed to maintain 250 knots below 10,000 feet, for those of you that are not familiar with the world of aviation. So basically, I'm at 253 right now, so I'm technically busting it, but it's close enough to where they wouldn't tell. But if I let my flaps up, my stall speed is going to drastically climb up, and it's going to be too narrow of an envelope. So if I can get a higher speed for the climb out, that'll definitely help.
152, your high speed climb has been denied, but contact center 134.87.
Alright, over to Chicago Center 13487, United 152.
United 1246, I left you a little high. So.
6 to center maintain 10,000.
Center maintain 10,000, Delta 1206.
At 1206, the general Mitchell altimeter 3019er.
3019er, Delta 1206.
Chicago Center United 152 Heavy checking in with you, 8,500 for 15,000.
Flight in course.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, that was 2 at once, I'm sorry.
I stepped on somebody.
Go ahead.
What was
1306?
What was the first stream? Oh god, I don't know. It had to be a long time ago.
Hello? 2 people were talking. Can say again?
One was United 152 Heavy checking in, passing 9,500 for 15,000.
United 152, contact 150. Oh, there you are. 152, climb maintain level 310, resume normal speed.
310, resume normal speed, United 152 Heavy.
Delta 1206, contact Minneapolis.
Alright, there we go.
Milwaukee approach 118.0.
I can't believe I just I literally just dropped the old F-bomb there. That was pretty funny.
1306, Chicago Center.
Alright, so now our speed restrictions have been lifted.
1305, contact.
Alright, so Skystream, you just spawned in. I just switched over to center, so I probably won't hear you, but I'll be able to at least pull you up on my tracker. VG Master, I really don't know what your first stream was. I'm trying to think.
Southwest.
You used to
74?
You used to check in on all sorts of my streams. I'm trying to remember.
What do you need?
We're going to need some fast turns. We're not going to need below 9,000 MNEG.
Southwest 3474. Sure, that's fine.
Alright, 10,000 feet.
I'll just have you do there's no one behind you. You can make a right.
You're going to be speed running that start. Yeah, get in the air as quick as you can. You're going to Memphis, though, so you're going to be... Yeah, you'll be with Chicago for a little bit. I'm going to be with Chicago, and then I'm going over to Cleveland. So I'll be with Chicago for a little bit more. VG Master, it might have been like a Call of Duty stream or something, honestly, because you've been subscribed for so long. And
4516 Chicago Center.
it's either Call of Duty or Battlefield, probably. Because I wasn't doing a ton of flight sim streams then. Let me see here. Posts when I switch over.
4 Whiskey Alpha, 5 minutes is approved. By
Maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes, I would say, Skystream.
Chicago Center Cafe 806 Heavy, good evening.
806 Heavy, Chicago Center, hello.
Very dark.
Plotting course.
Yeah, you should be at least by center by then.
Welcome.
I'll keep an eye out for you. You were FedEx 1204. Okay. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna zoom in here.
877, contact Chicago Pro.
Oh wow, Air Jamaica. I haven't seen that in a while. All right, where are you at on this list? FedEx. I don't see your flight plan file just yet on here.
Center Cafe 806 Heavy.
Yes.
We need to descend it after 20 miles because to Star.
The Star.
Okay. I will descend you when you're ready to descend.
Roger.
Why is my APU still running? I never turned it off. And it's just not a big deal. Okay, you're filing right now. Perfect. Yeah, VG Master, do you remember? It probably, based on the time frame, it would probably be... Oh, Cleveland's closing. Dang.
Head over to ATC. Have a great night.
But based on the timing of when you subscribed, it would have to have been something like Call of Duty Warzone or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of.
Aviation Chicago VS 326 Heavy, flight level 340.
Oh man, Cleveland's down, so now we lose that.
Heavy, Chicago Center, hello.
I mean, who else are we going to talk to? Toronto. If Toronto stays on, we'll talk to them. We're not going to be in Cleveland's airspace for too long. It'll be basically through Detroit.
ND for Southwest 3474.
3474, sounds good, thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Air Canada 455, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Over to approach 119.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Southwest 1842, descend via the ND6 arrival, midway landing, runway 13 center, midway altimeter 3019.
It was kind of the ND6, 13 center, and we got the altimeter Southwest 1842.
Delta 1306, Chicago Center, are you up?
Look at that, we're cruising along real nice. 67 knot tailwind already. That's insane. All right, there's 18,000 feet. So we're going to go ahead and kick off our non-essential lights, which is basically the wing, the logo, landing lights. Now we can start kicking on our dome light. Let there be lights! Alright, perfect.
Center maintain 14,000, the general Mitchell altimeter 3019.
Hey, what's up, Lua? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so you just filed Skystream and VG Master 60. Ironically, I was playing Battlefield today during lunch. I was playing 2042. I do have Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I played it for a little bit, but the game keeps crashing. Some DirectX error, so I don't really get too far with it. It's like I can play like 2 games. Sometimes it doesn't even load.
Descend via the Flight 7 arrival, O'Hare altimeter 3017.
Yeah, God, O'Hare's so busy tonight. Alright, checklist override. That's all good. Descent, don't need to worry about that yet.
American 501, Chicago Center, hello.
It's pretty much everything's okay as of right now. We're just kind of cruising along.
Sorry about that, we dropped internet, we're back.
2344, Chicago Center, welcome back.
And a nice tailwind tonight. 499. It's pretty legit.
Passing 10,000 for flight level 30.
God, they're swamped.
American 7035.
There's 15 departures at O'Hare right now. Holy cow. Alright, let's look for FedEx. Where you at? Oh, there's another guy going to Dubai, so I'll be ahead of him. I don't see you yet.
3474, contact Chicago Center 119.0.
I don't know why not.
Great night, Delta 3474.
Thank you. Delta 413, contact Kansas City Center 125.72.
It's so busy. This guy needs a... There's only one Chicago Center on, too. That's crazy. For how busy it is. Just connected to the network. You're on... Okay, sweet. You're on the ground.
Who is level at 330, 1015?
Delta 1015.
Delta 1015. Pilot discretion descend and maintain 10,000.
Wait a minute. Is Cleveland actually closing?
General Mitchell, altimeter 3019.
Chris Pearson, Chris.
10,000, altimeter 3019.
Trying to see who's on all these frequencies. If anybody I know from the old days.
Milwaukee approach 118.0.
Nope, nothing. Nobody from the old days. All right, Skystream, I'm looking for you. Well, I'm looking for you on my thing here.
Milwaukee approach 118.0.
FedEx.
118.0, Cathay 806 Heavy, good night.
Still isn't loading up there yet.
JetBlue 914 descend and maintain level 240.
I don't know why.
Descend and maintain 240 for JetBlue 9014.
Nice bright cockpit. Thing looks like a time bomb.
6 Mike Papa, southbound altimeter 3028. Expect the visual approach of runway 9 right. At this point, clear direct southbound.
3028 altimeter and expect direct to southbound 5 Mike Papa.
No, direct southbound now.
It's probably just slow loading on this on VATSPY. Oh wait, maybe now you're on. There you are, FedEx 1204. I see you. Oh, Houston. IAH, very nice. Yeah, there you are. I see you now. I went through Houston coming back from Puerto Vallarta earlier, last June. Intercontinental's a crazy airport.
Delta 429, descend via the Flight 7 arrival, Ohio altimeter 3016.
I'm curious real quick. I want to see how loud air traffic control is compared to me in this stream real fast. Give me a second. I want to listen.
Delta 287, Chicago Center, climb maintain flight level 300, resume normal speed. Southwest 4516, vectors for spacing, turn right heading 360.
Right 360, Southwest.
You guys think I should turn down the air traffic control sound, or do you guys like hearing it?
Good evening, American 10-731, 5000.
Actually, I can bop it down that much. That'll help.
Maintain 15,000 for now, vectors for spacing.
Maintain 15,000 for now, vectors.
I feel like it's kind of fun listening to the air traffic control. Just as long as you guys can hear me clearly. It's so hard balancing out audio levels because those are all coming through the same channel basically. I haven't quite looked at the weather yet to see what we're dealing with weather-wise. I'm gonna turn down my gain a little bit here. Hold on. I forgot that I adjusted some stuff with my microphone, so this will help.
Whiskey Alpha, descend and maintain 17,000. General Mitchell altimeter 3017.
17,000.
JetBlue 1914, descend and maintain 14,000. General Mitchell altimeter 3017.
Down to 14,000 for JetBlue 1914.
And for Beechcraft 56, Mike Papa.
Go ahead.
If possible, no clearance for the visual. Who is the RNAV for runway 9 right view from Aura?
17.
RNAV runway 9 right from Aura, you said?
RNAV 9 right.
Correct,
Get this down to 2.5 decibels. I forgot I need to remix my audio. My bad. Sorry to everyone.
2,800, cleared RNAV runway 9 right approach.
Clear for Aura, matter about 2,800, the RNAV 9 right approach.
Mike Papa, advise when you are on.
God, it's so busy.
United 152, Cleveland offline, monitor Unicom.
Over to Unicom. Have a good night. Alright. We are officially over to the Unicoms. Alright, so 1228. Let me switch. 122.8. There we go. Did Cleveland actually get off, though? Yeah, they did. They did drop off. All right, so Toronto's still on, so there's a chance we'll hit Toronto Center. Oh, your sim is tripping? It was brutal on the frame rate when I departed. There's just so much traffic. Plus, if you have the FS Dream Team scenery, it is so taxing with all those aircraft. There's just too much going on. Plus GSX if you're running that too. But it's so much fun flying out when there's all this air traffic control. Oh, you're about to push back? Okay, here. So I'll switch over to ground. I-1 ground. I'll listen to them. As long as they're there.
You ready to go?
Give me 1 minute and I'll be ready to go.
That way you can hear yourself. Hey,
Take your time.
I don't know. Again, this is never like real time. But if you guys are able to, if you haven't already, if you guys could drop a like on the stream, I think it might help try to get some more people in here. And then we can start building a community. So if you guys would be able to do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. It shows how many likes have happened already, but it's so unreliable. I don't know how many there technically are or not. This counter is never good. Oh, Skystream Aviation, I appreciate you subbing. There's supposed to be a sub notification that goes off, but I think it kind of depends on what your individual settings are on YouTube for privacy. Because sometimes it goes off, sometimes it doesn't. VG Master, thank you, I appreciate that. I don't know if it still actually helps in the algorithm, but I don't know if it's more just number of viewers or if the likes still impact your search results and stuff like that. So we're at flight level 310 right now. We are going to be step climbing in a long time. Oh, there it goes. Oh, so it's just delayed a little bit, I guess, for the sub alerts. But yeah, thank you for subscribing, Skystream Aviation. I appreciate it.
7-3 off your right, coming off of the ramp. You can follow them to runway 10 left of Delta.
So far, the aircraft 2 Delta Delta 10 left. Here's the switcher.
And I did 3:52. It's a busy night. Yeah, we're super heavy. Alright, so let's take a peek at our progress page. So we are, wow, it's a long time. I have a lot of fuel left. Step climb, not for a long time. Yeah, VG Master. Streamlabs is pretty good. There's a lot of good features in there. It's kind of a pain to set up. You gotta do a lot to set it up, but once you get it set up, it works pretty well. There's still a lot of stuff I still need to set up on it, which I'll get to at some point. It's a little laborious. What happened, Skystream? Did you crash? Did somebody run into you? Did your flight plan got cooked? Are you using SimBrief? What happened to it then? Oh, you used the wrong route. I mean, isn't it? Are you flying the PMDG 737? Because you could easily regenerate the right route and just pop it in. Yeah, do you know how to just regenerate it with the correct route in SimBrief, and then what you do is go over to the tablet and go to hold on. Go to the electronic flight bag on the tablet and request the data from SimBrief so it draws the route. And then when you're on your FMS and you're on the route page, wow, why can't I get there? When you're on the FMS and you're on your initial route page, you can actually click the request button and it'll load it right in from SimBrief. Like, you'll be able to reload everything in seconds. I don't know if you've done that before or not, but it's super convenient. You'll be able to import a new flight plan in 5 seconds. Plus, it'll reset the payload. You can set the fuel straight from there, right off the flight plan. It literally does it all for you. It's really nice. VG Master, have you played any ATS since my last stream? When was my last stream? Was it? Did I stream Tuesday? Yeah, I streamed Tuesday, right? Because that's when we did career mode. And the plane like nose dot, or I was doing like a nose spin after I landed. Yeah, because I was supposed to stream Thursday, but that didn't work, and then Friday didn't work. I think I might be getting out of range of O'Hare ground. No, I'm still in range of them. Never mind. We should still be able to hear them. Let's go on a little adventure through the airplane. Through the door. Dark in here. What the heck? Everybody's sleeping. Dude, I literally cannot see anything. Why is there no cabin lights on? What are we doing here?
Heavy, O'Hare ground, runway 10 left.
It's so dark. You listen to Emirates?
Bravo.
It's pitch black in this cabin. Everybody's sleeping. Alright, everybody. Skystream Aviation's about to call up. Let's listen for FedEx 1024.
Here's Mega 877, you up?
It's so dark in here. I hate it.
Welcome. You can taxi the Mike 8 straight ahead. Have a good night.
Alright, 086. Hopefully it doesn't get too staticky. I'm getting far away. I'm starting to simulate the static. Never mind. APU died. Are you flying with failures or something? Oh, your fuel. You ran out of fuel with your APU. Go figure, right? Yeah, I don't fly with failures either. It just gets me angry when they happen. It's like you're ready to do a flight, you get all prepared, you're ready to go, you take off, engine failure. You're like, okay, really? Come on. Nobody wants to deal with that. Oh man, did VG Master leave? Oh, there you are. Okay. Answer your question. I have not touched ATS in 3 weeks. Holy cow. What do you play in the meantime then, or do you not even game at all then? Like if you're not doing ATS to stream, are you playing other games in the meantime throughout the week? Kick the airports on. A lot of cloud cover over here. It's supposed to snow tonight in Chicago. I'm not looking forward to that. Not that it's going to be anything crazy because tomorrow it's going to be 50 degrees. I got to do an annoying project at my house. I have like all this, when I first bought my house. Oh wait, you're calling in. Okay. I couldn't hear who that was. Was that you?
And O'Hare, American 2906, back again, ready to push.
2906, welcome back. Push and start.
I used to be United 2906.
Alright, push our discretion, we'll face south and
Oh, that wasn't you, okay.
left at Delta Delta for American 2906.
There's another guy going to Memphis.
O'Hare ground, good evening. American 393 requesting IFR clearance to Detroit with information echo.
Yeah, that's right, 1024. You guys are starting to fade out. I can't hear you that well.
Sounds good, I'll go ahead and refile American 393.
There's a Republic going down to Memphis, too. American 393. That's yeah. So that was that guy. He's not. He's got no flight plan right now. Yeah, you are. Now's your chance. It's quiet. It's so hard to hear.
Beautiful night.
You gotta get in the air quick. I'm getting too far away. The ground frequencies are starting to die out.
You're about a 2 or a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I think I'm getting too far away. Once you get in the air, though, I should be able to pick it up. Toronto Center's still on. It's not a lot of traffic in Toronto, though. I'm going through Detroit right now. So I'll be switching over to Toronto in less than 5 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm not transmitting. I'm waiting for you to transmit, but I don't know if I literally don't think I'm going to be able to hear you, and I'm going to have to contact Toronto shortly. I can't.
Over ground one, and then any date spot for you. Back straight ahead. Have a good night.
I can't even hear it anymore. Maybe once you get on approach or center.
Center to 510. You should see a heavy 777 coming off your left to right. You can.
You got ignored. It's that busy. It is really busy.
Emirates 5991 heavy, you can monitor tower 12075.
I'm going to beat that guy to Dubai. I'm going to beat him. Oh, wow, the East Coast died out. Denver's staffed. They got some good traffic going on there.
Ground American 214, weekly crossing, west.
Minneapolis is actually pretty busy. Oh, they're really busy. 16 outbounds? That's crazy. Oh, they got delivery on too.
I think I said Charlie, but I might be We're going to leave Lima straight in, I think you're right.
Oh yeah, it's even better. Yeah, Lima straight in.
Beautiful. Lima straight in for American 214. Thank you.
Here we are, just cruising along. We're so dark. Well, wait, why is it?
I didn't tell you already. Monitor tower 12075.
That makes no sense. It shows that there's cabin lights on, but when I go into the cabin, oh, you need to just right-click in VPilot.
Ground, FedEx Soldier 4 on the ground here. Where is your push and start?
FedEx 1204. Make sure you're squawking 0512 and push and start at your discretion.
You were on midway. 118075. It happens to the best of us. You don't even want to know how many times I've been on the wrong frequency in the 20 years of flying on VATSIM. Yeah, I did hear you. You should come through on the stream. Cruising down to Memphis. That should be a good flight. What's the weather in Memphis right now? I haven't even looked. Does this .METAR command still work?
In American 2906, ready for taxi.
Oh, it does. Oh, it's clear down there. There's nothing crazy.
Actually, let me grab that. Thank you.
No problem. Let me know when you have it.
You didn't hear him, VG Master? He was asking for push and start, and then they told him to squawk a specific squawk code, and that push and start's at their own discretion. Yeah, get the heck out of there. Toronto Center's still on. I'm technically in Toronto Center's airspace. This guy might not even have me contact him though, because I'm just busting through the southern edge of it.
Alright, in American 2906, you got a echo now.
Thank you so much, American 2906, runway 10 left of Delta Delta, taxi via Alpha 10, right onto November.
Alright, Alpha 10, November Delta Delta for 10 left, American 2906.
My wife just came down to tell me that she's going up to bed. And she's like, "You were literally just sitting down here screaming," and it's because my headset, it's so loud, so I'm like feeling like I need to talk over the noise in my headset. That's funny. I think it's better. It should be better now. I turned it down a hair, so hopefully it's not as loud. Alright, we are back cruising along. Alright, you're good to go? I don't think I can hear... Oh wait, hold on, I gotta click those off. I don't think I can hear Chicago anymore. Yeah, Chicago dropped off. Alright, well... I don't think Toronto Center...
Southwest, not Southwest, but it's 404. We're ready to taxi to our runway 22 west.
Oh, there you go. Southwest. You fly Southwest a lot, I'm guessing. I'll keep it. I'm going to stay tuned. Because Toronto's just letting me fly through their airspace. VG Master, you... Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have some flight sims. I remember you saying that. Don't you have X-Plane? Go to tower. What did I do here? There we go. VNAV 853. Oh yeah, because you're on the south. You're in the south ramp. You're just south of 10 center. That's right. I can't even find. I don't even get O'Hare Tower. It's 12075. It's just not listed. Hold on. Let's see if I can pick it up. 12075. And then 122.8. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick it up anymore. X-Plane. And, oh, yeah, that's right. In Flight Simulator 10. That's right. I remember you saying that. VG Master. That is correct. Did you play them much or no? Not really. Skystream, I am over to tower. I am still able to listen to it even though it's not showing up in vPilot. But it seems like I'm still able to tune to it. So maybe we'll be able to hear you there. But eventually, we're just going to be way too far apart. But this is cool. I'm glad you stopped by tonight because at some point, I'm slowly gaining subscribers that fly on VATSIM, and at some point, we're going to do a big group flight somewhere over the weekend. That'll be a lot of fun. We'll get like a Discord going, and it'll just be absolute chaos. God, it's already 9:30. Where does the time go? Checking out the weather on this flight. Okay, so there's really not much happening until some turbulence going out over the Atlantic. There's some rain crossing through Ireland. There's really not a lot of significant weather, actually. It's going to be a pretty smooth flight. Some turbulence over Saudi Arabia. That's about it, though. A couple of jet streams that will be passing. But outside of that, it's going to be a pretty good flight. I mean, the jet streams are going to be in our favor, so. 1190. Let me switch over to 1190. See if I can pick you up there.
Toil at 3000, cleared RNAV Yankee 12 center, approach southwest 1842.
RNAV Yankee landing at wait, what did he just say? Where's that person landing? Midway? I don't even know. They haven't left. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm sitting here looking at Minneapolis and VATSPY. Hold on. Oh wow, there's only 5 departures left now. Well here, I'll just look at you in Navigraph, so I can get the real time.
180-210 today, 806 heavy.
Let's see where you are. You were at the Southwest Cargo Ramp. Let me get rid of that.
210 knots, Delta 429.
Yeah, you're still sitting at the cargo ramp, from what I can tell. You heard the word camel.
246 passing, descending by the Flight 7.
Guy just landed, got off the runway. Here we can kind of watch real time what's going on at O'Hare right now in the network. So this guy just landed. He's taxiing off. This is our buddy Skystream Aviation down there. He's taxiing southbound. He should pull a 180.
That's 107 for RQ, please.
This guy's heading out.
Down to 7
Which way are you taxiing? Oh, you're at United Cargo instead of FedEx Cargo. Huh. I used to actually go watch the airplanes right by from when I was younger. I'd go watch them land from the FedEx ramp area because they got that cemetery there. That was always cool. Who else we got? This guy's going to Boston. This guy's going to Memphis as well. This guy's going... Oh, he arrived.
Chicago approach American 2906, 5000.
I don't know, it shows you taxiing south through the... taxiing through a road right now. Where are you going? No, you need to go the other way. You need to go north, out the ramp to Quebec or something.
Chicago approach American 2906, 5000.
Turn around. Yeah. Go the other way. Go exactly the opposite direction. You'll be good. I don't know what your taxi instructions were, but it's either going to be go up here, make a left and cross, or it's going to be cross here and go off from Delta Delta or something. I don't know. Now you're looking a little better. Oh yeah, actually, you're just going to taxi straight ahead, cross. They'll probably have you hold short 10 center, and then you'll cross to take off at Delta Delta 10 left. There you go. Now you're cruising. This is kind of cool how we can sit here and watch you. Oh, you got 10 center? That's nice. All right, 10 center Delta Delta. You're right there.
American 2906, 5000.
All right, we're going to watch you take off. So VG Master, this is our buddy right here, Skystream. He's going to be making a right onto this runway, taking off. Is there inbound landing traffic or something? And why they got you holding short? Oh, there's a guy all the way over Schaumburg. Oshkosh. Oh, they better give you... What is he making you do? Oh, now you're turning around again?
Chicago departure, American 2906 with you 6,000.
2906. Where's he at? He had to have just taken off. What? How is he at 6,000? That doesn't make any sense. That kid obviously busted the initial altitude. Oh, you were switched to full length? Okay. Makes sense. This guy's going to Detroit. That's a quick one. This is welcome to O'Hare, right? O'Hare is just brutal in general. It's always chaos. At least you get 1-0 center though. That's kind of nice. I've only... Actually, there was one time I had to take off on 1-0 center. It was after that American Airlines 767 had the engine that had the containment failure. Yeah, this is... I'm playing Microsoft 2020 right now, VG Master. But yeah, they had that American Airlines plane that caught on fire during takeoff at O'Hare when the engine had a uncontained engine failure, and they made us... I was flying out like 2 days later, and they were having us all depart on 10 left / 28 center, which was kind of cool. Now, wait, 01 left? That runway doesn't exist. 10 left? Yeah, 10 left. Yeah, because 10 center's an arrival runway. Not that they're very busy. There is a guy. They're landing on the north side right now. Oh, there is a guy on 10 left right now. But he's still out there. He's like at least 10 miles out. He's over DuPage Airport. Hey, what's up, Medi? Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. I apologize if I butchered it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Appreciate you stopping by. We're right now currently watching another person who is chatting in the stream take off from O'Hare Airport. Yeah, what did you get? Oh, I actually said it correctly? Wow. All right. I'm actually shocked. Normally I butcher them, so I'm glad I said it right. So Skystream Aviation, you're probably, line up and wait for this departing American jet? People always butcher it, Medi. I could see that. Is your last... Let me try your last name. Or, well, I don't know if it's technically your last name, but the rest of your username. Lampropoulos? Lampropoulos? Is that close? Yeah, I went to school and with somebody whose last name was Poulos, and it was spelled like the tail half of what yours is, so that's where I guessed that from. Alright, Skystream, I see you. You're lined up. You're going 1 knot. Okay, 5 knots. Here we go. He's rolling. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see what's going on here. Oh, you just started on VATSIM? That's awesome. First of all, congrats on that. You're going to enjoy it a lot. As far as how to not say dumb stuff or practice and not get mixed up, honestly, you know what? You're going to make mistakes. So just, be open about it. It's not that big of a deal. It happens. Oh, looks like Skystream, you're veering off the runway or something. Now you're already in the air. So that's normal. The wind was stiff. But yeah, Medi, basically the only thing I would recommend is if you aren't comfortable yet kind of with, I don't know, responding or the procedures, my only recommendation is don't fly out of an airport that's extremely busy. You know, you can have airports that are super staffed up, but they might not have a ton of traffic. And that's the best time to probably fly out, because you let them know, hey, you know, when you request or when you call them up, just say, hey, you're requesting taxis, I'm new to VATSIM, blah, 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 and they'll help you out. It's more so where the controllers can get kind of moody, I guess is the way I'll put it, when it's a very, very busy airport. Maybe there's like a fly-in event happening there, and they're expecting you to read back your instructions within 3 seconds and actually make your airplane do what they asked of you to do. But in all reality, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. It's really not that difficult. I didn't know anything about it when I first started, and I started back when I was 13 or 14 years old, and I had to learn a bunch of stuff just as I went. But you know, you always kind of want to be prepared and kind of know what they're going to tell you to do by having like your charts up, and you always want to be ahead of the airplane and ahead of air traffic control if you can. So I anticipate what they're going to be telling you. I got you right here. I haven't used VATSIM radar yet, but I know that's a new tool that's pretty cool. But I like using Navigraph. Look at that. Look at them all lined up right there. This guy's coming into midway. Oh, they're landing 1-3 center. Okay. That's fun. RNAV 1-3 center. That's a cool approach. Minneapolis to O'Hare. You're passing through 5,000 right now. VG Master, you really want to start playing some flight simulators. Do you know where I can purchase a yoke? Yeah, so the one I have is through a company called CH Products. They have a yoke and pedals, and they're, of all the yoke and pedals that are out there, they're probably the more reasonably priced ones, and they work pretty well. So I would recommend looking up CH Products and getting those. They're really, really good. And yoke and rudder pedal is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. Unless you're going to be flying aircraft that are side stick, then I guess a joystick would work. But I don't really fly Airbus, as you can tell. I'm always PMDG with the, which they all have the yokes because they're Boeing products. How much? Oh, that part I don't remember. You know, I bought these things so long ago. I bought my first version of them back in, oh God, it was at Oshkosh, at the Oshkosh Air Show before my birthday. And then I got another pair. So I got my first ones probably back in like 2006 or 7, and then I replaced them 2 or 3 years ago. So they lasted a long time. I want to say maybe they were like $200 each. 200 for the yoke, 200 for the rudder pedals maybe. It could have gone up since then. Got a favorite aircraft company? Personally, well, in flight sim I love flying the Boeing aircraft. I'm very familiar with the Boeing aircraft. I'm not familiar at all with the Airbus aircraft. I don't know their systems. I don't know their flight management computer at all. But I definitely think the A350 is the coolest airplane out there in real life right now. Between the looks of it and that cockpit is the coolest thing. But in Flight Simulator, I'm a big Boeing fan. Just because I've been always messing around with the PMDG 737 since 2006, so I'm just super comfortable with it, and I know a lot about it, or I know how to use it in depth. So I would say that. Yeah, they have some crazy yokes now too. Like like Medi is saying, VG Master, they have some yokes that have force feedback built into them where you're going to feel resistance and all that. Those ones are expensive because they're more mechanical. Mine doesn't do that. It's just spring-loaded. But then they're coming out with all these other add-ons too. You can get more of like a Boeing 737 yoke with a couple of switches, and I've seen they're developing like an autopilot MCP panel and all this stuff. Yeah, the 787, I'm with you on that. The 330 was always cool. The 350, just, man, that cockpit, I can't get over it. I have a friend that I used to fly with back when we were both middle school and high school, when we were both working towards our private. He flies for Delta now, and he's type rated on the A330 and the A350, and he says that 350 is just amazing, and the cockpit is so cool. It looks like it's the most futuristic thing out there. But yeah, VG Master CH products. The 787 is pretty cool. The thing that's weird to me is it took this and made all the buttons and everything digital, which is different to me. I haven't really messed around with it too much because I never got a payware version of the 787. I like flying on it in real life. I think it's a comfortable plane. I basically lived on it for almost 18 hours when I went to New Zealand a couple years ago. InBuilds is releasing the A350. Are they the ones that just released the A380 a couple months ago when everybody got the A3? Everybody on VATSIM was flying the A380. It was insane. Did InBuilds release that as well? Uh-oh, Skystream, your main device died? Hold on, I gotta go back to following my own flight here. Alright, so I am back in Cleveland, and I'm about to go to Boston Center, I think? Boston's offline. Yeah, all the centers are west of me that are online, so it's going to get a little quiet. Fly by where? Fly by wire. Yeah, Google CH products, VG Master. Let me know. I'd be curious to see what the pricing on these things are now. Yeah, the A330 and the A350, from what my friend tells me, they just handle so well. And he's flown, well, he's type rated on the 320, 321 Neo, all that stuff. He flew a lot of different private jets, from Challengers to Falcons to... oh god, I don't even remember. And then he actually flew the Beech 1900 and the Saab 340 for a while as well too. But he said the way that the A350 handles is just insane. It's so nice. The A380X, that's right. Skystream is FedEx 1024. So he's going O'Hare to Memphis. Oh, I got you on VATSIM. I can see you. Oh, I was tracking you on Navigraph. I see you climbing through 9,000 feet. Alright, so we are passing over... Syracuse, New York is probably right up here. Somewhere out there. What is this? Is this Sandusky? No, Williamson. Alright, so we're in New York. So here's where we are, based on where we took off. Here's kind of an overview of our route. Yeah, I haven't messed around with the A380 at all. I used to be a big fan of the PMDG 747 back in the day, but I haven't flown that in a long time. Back when United still had the 7.4s, I used to toy around with that thing. So we're going to stay pretty south. We're going to take a nat track, I believe a published nat track tonight. Then we're going to cut right through Ireland. Just go north of Heathrow. Cut over... What are we going to hit over here? Well, it'll be south of Brussels. Cut through Germany here. Stay south of Frankfurt. Probably north of Munich. Oh, Munich. South of Munich there. Then we're going to cut down all along there. We'll go south of Turkey. Down through Egypt. Around Israel to avoid all that. And then we'll cut right across Saudi Arabia. Then down the Persian Gulf, right into Dubai. So, pretty adventurous route. Thanks to global conflict and Russia still not allowing us to fly in their airspace. Wonder if that'll ever end. Alright, anyways, let me catch up on the chat. So, you used to fly the 737 a few years ago. Now I just fell in love with the A330. Nice. FedEx livery is so clean. Yeah, that is a pretty nice livery. The United livery is pretty clean now, the newer one. Pretty basic though, honestly. I miss the Battleship. Actually, the Battleship Gray was nice, but I miss the one that was after the Battleship Gray. Before they did the merger. That was my favorite United livery. And I remember flying to Munich in a 767 in that livery, and that plane just looked so good. I think I have pictures of that somewhere. It's probably like on Facebook. Forever stored there. Oh, nice. So you're from Canada, I'm assuming? Air Canada, yeah, they have a good fleet of aircraft. Someone is bullying you on VATSIM for flying FedEx on VATSIM. Nice. Yeah, Air Canada is... I actually really like Air Canada's livery. I like that color. Cool looking. Looks good on those aircraft too, especially their heavies. But yeah, Air Canada is crazy because they had such a mix of Boeing and Airbus aircraft. Alright, well, 10 years ago it did. I'm not sure if it still does, because I know back then they still had the 7.6, they had the A330. They basically had like the Airbus and Boeing equivalent of each model, each aircraft. What do you mean that somebody is bullying you? Oh yeah, the CRJs, yeah, the regionals. What's your cruise altitude, Skystream? How high are you going tonight? I just feel low and slow still. Although I'm going really fast. I'm going 571 over the ground. That's pretty quick. If I could climb, we could probably clock 600, but I'm unable to. You're going 360. Oh, okay. He's yeah, you know what? I probably could have looked at your flight plan. Flight details. Cruising altitude. 360. Your route. Comiskey, Karen, Sybil, PXV, Bluz 5 into Memphis. Server, Canada. I wonder what server I'm on. Canada. Okay. Thought I'd be on North America. I remember back in the day when you could actually pick your server. Now you can't do that. So for my flight that I'm doing right now, we will be step climbing as follows. Alri, we're going to step climb to 330, which that's right here. And then Olapo 350, we're right there. Olfit 370. That one's a long one. Oh my god. There it is. And then it's going to have me go back down to 350 at Nalpo for whatever reason. But 370 will be our top altitude for this flight. Alright, Mehdi, in your opinion, what's the best between Boeing and Airbus? Like the best aircraft? Is what I'm assuming you're asking? You know what, honestly, I think the 777 is probably like the best aircraft ever built. There's just something about that 777. It's still such a workhorse so many years later, and everybody that I've ever known that has flown it, they consider it like a privilege to fly because that plane handles so well, and it took like the best of all the stuff Boeing learned over the course of all their aircraft, and they put it in there. I've also heard the 757 is a really good aircraft. It's a fun aircraft to fly. It handles very well and it's fast. But I think the 777 is number one right now. I think the A350 is going to give it give that position a run for its money though, because that A350 is pretty. That thing's insane. The best landing you ever got is 192 feet per minute. You could beat that. I bet you could beat that. I mean, like 150 is pretty much what you do in real life, because you don't want to land too soft. You don't want to land too hard. VG Master, there's no pricing. Oh, I wonder if they're no longer making products then. Huh. Nah, the 777's really easy to learn. It's still kind of like, it's modern, but still has that old school setup. It just makes sense when you look at it, honestly. Like, there's nothing very complicated about it. I think that's why a lot of people like it. Turn these screen brightnesses down a little bit over here. There we go. But yeah, it's honestly, if you know the 737, you'll know the 777 systems. I mean, look at the overhead panel. It's pretty simple. You got your electrical over here, which you really don't have to ever touch anything. Your window heat, your hydraulics. Majority of everything's automated. Cockpit lighting, exterior lighting, anti-ice, fuel jettison, engine start switches, cargo fire switches, your air conditioning panel, bleed air, pressurization. That's really it. It's super simple. Memphis is full stacked? Oh yeah, they are. They got, Jesus, they got delivery ground tower on, approach, and center. Oh, that guy's last name is Salisbury. Like a Salisbury steak. Yeah, the A350 sounds like it's going to be legit. I should have messed around with the A320. Who used to make that? Back in like the FS9 days, there was the PMDG 737, and then there was a A320 by somebody. I can't remember who it was. I never messed with it though, but they said it was a really good modeled aircraft. I don't know how to do anything in the FMS on an Airbus product though. That's my biggest problem. it'd be a huge learning curve for me, which I'm willing to learn. Just right now, I mean, I'm accomplishing the same stuff with the 737 and the 777, so why change, I guess? I don't know. It's my comfort zone. I'm getting old. I don't like to change. That's kind of nice though that Memphis is full staffed. That'll make for a fun arrival, as long as they stay online until you get there. Although I don't know, is Memphis on? They're still Central Time though, aren't they? So it's getting late for them. But it's Saturday night, people will be on late. Yeah, I think it's easy to learn the Boeing. Like if you buy the PMDG 737 or the PMDG 777, it's pretty simple to learn. I mean, in all honesty, I could do a stream or make a short little video of just programming this thing from cold dark setup to getting the engines running. It's very, very easy. So much of it is automated and it's very intuitive. You could learn it super quick. Or just having the ability to ask questions on it, you would learn it super fast if you could get answers right away. Because there's been a couple times where people will come in here and they'll ask me about something while they're actively flying, and I'll show them on here, and next thing you know, they learn how to do it, which is great. I like sharing information because, like I said, I had to learn a bunch of this on my own. I didn't. Back when I started, YouTube wasn't even a thing yet. That's how long ago I started VATSIM. So like getting answers to questions was difficult. You basically had to find somebody to fly with, and you'd sit on TeamSpeak together. Oh yeah, the 737 MAX on 2024 is a little complicated, and it's not modeled the best, so I could see that being a little overwhelming. The 737 NG cockpit is a little easier to navigate. By the way, thank you for subscribing there, Medi. I appreciate that. VG Master, we got to get you a yoke and rudder pedals though, and get you back on flight sim, and then you can do some group flights. I'm gonna look up CH products though. Actually, I don't remember where they used to be available. I think I used to get them from Sporties. They might have had them there. Oh, now it's Honeycomb. Huh. That probably gets the job done, though. I guess Honeycomb is one you can get now? I don't know. Apparently, VG Master, there's another pretty popular yoke. It's called the Honeycomb, or maybe it's made by a company called Honeycomb. That one's pretty popular, I guess, now. CH Products might not even be in business anymore, for all I know. Based on, I was kind of getting the similar results you were telling us about. Used. CH Products, there we go. Plate yokes. Where to buy? Let's see. Where can we buy this thing? Amazon. You can get them on Amazon now? It's 100. Is that like $1.50? I found it on Amazon. $1.50 for the yoke, and then the CH product pedals. Not available. Well, that stinks. God, those are difficult to find. Let's see if they have them in any of these. Sporties Pilot Shop, they gotta have them. Sporties has everything. Oh, maybe they don't. Wow. Okay, I guess CH Products is a thing of the past. You have to go with a different brand, it seems. But that Honeycomb product seems to be everywhere, so maybe that's a good one to go with now. So Medi, I haven't done a group flight yet. I've been trying to build my, I guess, community around my channel up a little bit. with doing a lot of live streaming, both VATSIM flights, and then I do Flight Sim 2024 career mode streams. So my goal is to build up a community to where we can get like a group flight of 10 or more people going on VATSIM. So I definitely want to do that. And then in terms of my usual flights, so kind of what I'll do is when I stream during the weekdays, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm mostly playing career mode on Flight Simulator 2024. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings, most of the time, sometimes I'll do it very early in the morning, which not a lot of people attend that because it's early in the morning. But Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday night, I'll normally do a VATSIM flight. And they can be anything from a long haul to a short haul. Lately, I've been doing more long hauls, but I have no problem doing a short haul. And what I'd like to do is try to do like a group flight where we all fly into a event that's staffed up or something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. The Airbus side stick and throttle quadrant would be really cool. I know they make like a Boeing throttle quadrant and yoke now, but I have not looked into purchasing that at all. Somebody was mentioning going virtual reality in this game, or in 2024 is really good. Oh yeah, if you need help on VATSIM, I can definitely help you out. You know. Next time I fly, maybe tomorrow night actually, if I do like a, because what I'll probably end up doing, this flight I'm going to land tomorrow morning, and I don't know if I'm going to stream the landing or not, depending on what time this is at or how much time I have. I probably won't be able to stream the landing, unfortunately. Maybe I'll record it and post it as a video later on. But then I'll have to do the departure and return back to Chicago, and maybe I'll stream the landing in Chicago, which would be Sunday night. Oh, you're going to be on center? Okay, VR is crazy in this game. The F-18? Oh, that would have to be really cool. Skystream Aviation. How long have you been on the network for, Skystream? Have you been flying on VATSIM for a long time? But yeah, all I can say is ask me as many questions as you want. I'll do my best to answer. And if you guys ever want to tag along on any of these flights, too, feel free to. It does not bother me one bit. I am here to share as much information as I can, because it just makes it more fun. Oh wow, you've been only doing 2 months. That's really good. Hey, what's up, Freight on the Fly? Welcome to the stream. So to answer your question, for this specific route, the block time from gate to gate is actually only 13 hours and 14 minutes tonight. It's normally longer, but I'm getting a crazy tailwind that's supposed to, like the jet, I'm going to be going through a couple of jets that are pushing me along heavily because I got a 150 knot tailwind right now, and we've been maintaining that for like the last hour and a half, so it's generally much longer, but tonight is just a good night to be doing this trip. The other thing too, Medi, that's big with VATSIM is using third-party tools, whether you're, using SimBrief, Navigraph charts. I mean, those are your main big things that'll help you. Yeah, it's a wild tailwind. Like, it's climbing too, and I'm only at 310. And I think, hold on, let me pull up the weather here real quick. Yeah, I'm actually crossing through the jet right now. It's about 100 and it's hard to tell. I think we're looking at about 166 knots at flight level 320. Is that what that says? 160. Flight level 320. So if I went up just another 1,000 feet, we'd be picking up some serious wind. But I'm actually about to cross it in a few more miles, so we'll see how well that stays. Okay, so you have Navigraph, you have SimBrief, just outdated. Okay, I'll tell you what, if you're able to, if you can get the AirRack subscription and the Navigraph subscription combined, it is so worth it. Navigraph is just insane. Like the way that those systems work together and then feed into Flight Simulator makes flying more enjoyable and so much easier. Typically when I stream, I start the stream after I've already done all the back end stuff through SimBrief and Navigraph. I already have my flight plan pretty much ready, and it's just kind of programming the FMC. But I should do one time where I kind of show the benefits of having the SimBrief or Navigraph subscription, the AirRack subscription, and using SimBrief, because those three things together is insane. Yeah, you're going to want to have up-to-date AirRack for VATSIM. They're going to prefer it. It's just going to help because they're updating it on their scopes. And, you know, if these departure or arrival procedures change and you don't have the current one, I mean, it's technically not required because they can't force you to have to buy that to fly on VATSIM. It's very much so recommended, though, because air traffic control is going off of the latest AirRack, and the last thing you want to do is be on a standard published arrival, and the waypoints that you have are actually different than what is current, whether it's altitude crossings or actual locations or actual just waypoints in general that are on it. Found some from a company called Logitech on Amazon. I heard great things about that company. Yeah, Logitech stuff is good, but it is pricey. I used to have an old Logitech force feedback joystick that was really, really good, but it was super pricey, and that was back in the day, like early 2000s. Afraid on the fly, do you fly on VATSIM a lot, if you're still here? Just out of curiosity. If VG Master, you don't need anything insane. Like, I wouldn't go over the top on spending a bunch of money on it. Get something that works, that's not wild. Like, I mean, I've been using the same thing for a long time. It's nothing special. It's just got a spring in it. There's some buttons, throttles. It's pretty basic and beginner, I would consider it, and I love it. It definitely changes the whole dynamic of flying on Flight Simulator, so definitely recommend it, and always will say it's worth it. Fly from the left seat for a little bit, or right seat for a little bit. Alright, traffic is on. Airport, let's zoom this out. And weather. Oh shoot, I never started my timer over here. The Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. That's not bad for $50. Yeah, I would dabble with it dabble in something not expensive, VG Master. Make sure you enjoy it, and then if you like it and you find it fun and it's something you want to keep doing, then you invest in better quality stuff. But I wouldn't spend the money up front if you end up realizing that, like, simulating flight sim to the extent that saying I'm doing it in this stream is of interest to you. Because flight simming, it technically can become an expensive hobby because you got a lot of things to factor. First of all, the computer that you have to run the game, the hardware in terms of having a yoke, rudder pedals, control stick, whatever. Then you get into the sim itself. So many different third-party add-ons from software. that accommodates the sim to sceneries within the sim, realistic airports, payware aircraft, payware terrain, not just specific airport scenery, but worldwide terrain, weather generators and weather programs, stuff that changes the environment. It can become an expensive hobby, depending on how crazy you want to go with it. They'll release sound packs and stuff like that. Yeah, I second Medi on that. With that last message for you, VG Master. My favorite flight sim plane, probably the PMDG 737. I really like the 777 freight on the fly. I think it's a great plane, but the 737 just, it's so good. They used to have a, prior to, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Actually, back in the day, my favorite was the Level D Simulations 767. That thing was really good. And it was one of the first payware aircraft that actually had full auto land capability programmed to it. It was really neat. Then they added it to the 737 a little bit later, but the Level D 767 was a very, very good flight sim aircraft. But the PMDG is just super realistic. It's so well modeled. The only thing that I think is fake on it, or not real, in terms of Flight Sim 2020 is it gets very, very slippery when you're flaring, which is not the case ever in real life. Just, it's so overly sensitive when you're trying to flare. Like you slightly nudge back on the yoke and the thing wants to pitch up 10 degrees. But in any other phase of flight, it doesn't act like that. But solid aircraft. This plane is really good too. Systems are great. Everything's great on it. It just, when you fly it, it feels heavy. It's literally simulated to feel heavy, which it does, just from the way that the control inputs respond and all that. I have a friend from college that, from when I was still in the flight program before I switched my major. He flies for American now. He's actually based out of Dallas. So he's, well, I know you're in Houston, Skystream, but yeah, he's in Dallas and he flies 737, and he hates the 737 MAX only because he thinks the screens in the cockpit are the biggest waste. Yeah, VG Master, I would totally recommend trying to find like a yoke that's not super expensive, because the last thing you want to do is spend a bunch of money on something, you get it, and then you realize, like, meh, this isn't really that as fun as I thought it would be. You know, this yoke didn't bring a bunch of excitement. And then all of a sudden you're mad because you spend a bunch of money on something that you don't really use. So I would always recommend getting something that's less expensive but works. Use it. Make sure you like, you know, flight simming and that you're going to want to keep doing it. And then at that point, once you kind of make that decision, I would then invest in a better quality yoke, one with more bells and whistles on it, essentially. The 330 feels medium heavy. I could see that. That's probably how the 7.6 felt. It's responsive, but it still kind of feels a little bit heavy. Yeah, the Max has really big screens. Afraid on the fly. You don't fly on VATSIM yet. You're still trying to learn the communication. You also need to get enough cash for Navigraph every month, as I have other projects that I'm paying for. Oh, you're a filmmaker. That's awesome. Yeah, so you can technically, you can still technically fly on VATSIM without the latest air rack data. It's just recommended, but I mean, they can't really yell at you. But yeah, you can definitely mess around. You can fly IFR and just do all VOR to VOR. Just change your equipment type and stuff like that. That would work. But yeah, definitely. Like, if you have any questions on the communication side of it for Freight on the Fly, let me know. Oh, wait. Somebody new here. Oh, God. What the heck? They deleted a message. Hold on. I want to see what this message said real quick. Oh, what the heck? Hello. Nice to meet you. Apple traffic. Interesting. The Microsoft Flight Simulator guy. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's a long flight. I typically do long hauls. I think the screens on the Macs are cool, but I don't know. It kind of just feels like they just took the existing cockpit and smacked some screens. It's like when you see the 757s that have the newer vertical display screens. It just seems silly. It's just a total upgrade, but that's about it. Well, oh God. Everybody does a long haul at least once. I did Vancouver, Tokyo, Manila. Yeah, that's a long one. I love doing long hauls. Sorry about that. My phone died. What did you say about my previous message, if you ever saw it? Yeah, VG Master. I was basically just saying, get something that's not super expensive. Use it for a bit. Make sure you enjoy flight simming. Make sure it's as fun as you thought it would be. And then, you know, if you enjoy it, invest in something better once what you have breaks, or if you just want to invest in something better before it breaks. But that way you know you're not like wasting money up front on something. Let's see. Also did the world 2 years ago, America and then Africa and up Europe. Oh yeah, I love doing the world tours. The United Virtual Airline. I always do air quotes when I say that. They have like a bunch of these awards that you can do of these predetermined routes, and you have to fly them in a specific order to earn the award, which is kind of fun because it gives you something else to do. If you don't really know where to go, you can kind of do that. So I did that a bunch, and one of them was like a world tour eastbound and then a world tour westbound, which was fun. What else? Hey, what's up, Jesse's Elevator? HVAC, more random stuff. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Elevators, HVAC, and more random stuff. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh, what happened, Skystream Aviation? Are you gonna just sit here for 15 hours? Absolutely not. No, I'm gonna go to bed and let this thing fly overnight, and then when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll land, basically do the approach and all that. So no. I only do long hauls overnight, or typically what I'll do too is like in the morning, if I wake up and start a flight, I'll do a long haul because that way I can go do everything I need to do throughout the day, you know, take care of stuff around the house, get stuff done, be productive, and then by the time evening comes and I'm kind of winding down, I can go back to my computer and it's almost time to start descending, and then I land. So it's kind of nice. Let's see. What else? Why do I fly in the co-pilot side? I don't know. I just moved over, actually, just to change the view. I'll switch it back now. Longest you did was from San Francisco to Miami, 737 MAX 800. That's a good length. That's a long flight. Transcontinental flights are long. I think the longest flight I ever did in Flight Sim was probably when I did Chicago to Brisbane, Australia. It was like 18 hours. That was the longest one I did there. Longest flight I've ever done in real life was Chicago to Auckland. That was 17 hours, 43 minutes. That was a long flight. What else? San Francisco to Miami is fun. Did it as well. Honestly, a very fun flight is San Juan to Miami. That's a good flight too. It's quick and generally busy. You got pinged in Memphis? Uh-oh. Have you done DFW to Doha? Qatar? I have not done that one yet. That's a pretty long one. That's kind of similar to this. O'Hare to Dubai. Hey, what's up, Gerald Plays? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate you clicking on it. I'm doing good. Just, well, it was very busy with air traffic control on Flight Sim earlier, but now it's a little quiet. I'm all the way up in Boston. I'm like passing through Maine right now, so as the further east I get, the less air traffic control is on because it's just getting later in the night. Yeah, I've not done that flight yet, but that'd be a good flight to do. I should do that one next time. So kind of what I'm doing, not that I can't stray away from this, but one of the things I'm doing right now, Jesse's Elevators, is I actually, just to keep interest in flying and trying to figure out where to fly to, because sometimes I have a hard time picking where I want to go. What I started to do was I ran United's schedules from each of their hub airports. So like I started at Denver and I downloaded all of United's flights out of Denver and put them in an Excel spreadsheet. And what I was doing was I was literally doing every single flight in VATSIM to fly to every destination that United serves out of Denver. And I completed those after however long it took. So now I'm doing the same thing for Chicago. And but that doesn't mean I can't go fly out of an airport that technically isn't a United hub. I could do that. No problem. You know, I'll definitely go to DFW and fly to Doha or wherever. I know DFW to Sydney is a pretty good flight, or DFW to Brisbane. That's a long one. I'd probably do it in the 777 because I don't have a good payware A350 yet. But Mehdi, who's in the chat, was talking about how they're going to be coming out with a payware A350 that's supposed to be really good. And I don't know anything about Airbus's systems that well, so it would be a whole new learning thing for me, which I'm willing to mess around with because it's pretty easy to learn stuff now. You can watch a YouTube video. But yeah, I'd be curious to learn how to use the Airbus aircraft a little better. Did I miss anything? I feel like there was a lot of chats at once. I don't think I did. Freight on the Fly was talking about the screens on the Max. We talked about that. HVAC. Okay, cool. Did you land in Memphis already there, Skystream? Are you still... Oh, wait. No. Yes? No? Where are you? You had to have already got there, right? I don't see you anymore. No, you haven't yet. Where the heck are you? Oh, there you are. I see you now. You just entered Memphis Center. Yeah, you're behind an Air Canada. Oh, yeah. So you're like, yeah, you're in trail of an Air Canada. Yeah, I just found you again. I should watch you land. Oh wait, hold on. A350. Okay, yeah. Wow, I gotta really catch up on the chat. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, you're waiting for the A350 this year. Gonna be your main long haul plane. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely look into it, Mehdi, because it'd be nice to have another option. You don't like Boeing due to the past problems. Door ripped off. Engine explosion. I'll probably watch you land on Navigraph. I can pull it up again on there. Failed landing gear. Yeah, Boeing's kind of had a spout of issues, but I don't know. I still love, I still like flying them in Flight Sim. And it's not like Boeing's going to go anywhere. I mean, they obviously got to get their stuff together, but it's not like they'll disappear or whatever. They're not going anywhere as a company, but what's happened is kind of BS. What are you asking, Skystream? Oh yeah, here, let's pull up Navigraph. Let's go over to Memphis. So you should be right around there. Kick the traffic back on. Oh, look at the conga line forming here. Okay. There's that Republic. There's Skystream. And there's that Air Canada. Look at that. You're following that dude nice and close, and you guys got this guy up ahead. So you haven't started your descent yet. This guy started his descent. You're starting descent shortly. Or you should be, at least. It looks like. Oh, the Air Canada? Yeah, he's a little bit ahead of you. He's at 20. He's descending right now at 27,000 feet. Oh, there's a trailer for the A350. I'll have to look at that. I'm going to search it when I'm in bed tonight after I get off and I can't fall asleep for like 3 hours. What if you're flying on a straight line route instead of a curved line route? Well, technically straight line distance is always going to be curved if you think about it, because of the Earth always, you know, being curved technically. So I guess technically there is no, even though they call it a straight line, it's still technically, well, it really depends on how you want to visually represent it to show that it's curved. Oh, if you fly in, oh, that's what you mean. Okay, sorry, Jesse's elevators. Hold on, I got a cough. My throat's getting dry. I ran out of wine, so I have nothing to drink now. All right, so I see what you're saying. So instead of doing this curve to go all the way over here, if I were to just go like this, so it's technically longer distance in miles, because the width of the, whatever you want to call it, width or diameter of the Earth gets wider the further south you go. So, you know, if I were to draw a straight line from here to here, it'll be, I don't know, call it 3,000 miles. But if I take that same straight line and just keep moving it further south, the distance it's going to take me to get from, you know, say I draw that straight line down here, from here to here, that same distance, or that same straight line, it's going to take longer, because the further south I go to the equator, the wider the Earth gets. So that's why they go up north, because since you're further up north, it's not as wide, so you transition quicker. So that's why when you see a lot of flights going to Europe, it's always going up north like that. And then, so when I went to New Zealand, because you're crossing the equator, which is, I don't know, somewhere here, we'll call it. When you go to New Zealand from Chicago, let me get rid of weather, you actually make a big S curve. So you don't just go like this, you actually go down and then you curve like that. So you make like an S pattern, slightly. And sometimes you go out way over Seattle and then curve down. Sometimes you go out over the Baja Peninsula over here and curve down. But yeah, they don't do a straight line like that, because you're going over the widest diameter portion of the Earth. So they shorten it by doing like an S curve. I don't know exactly how many more miles it would be, but that's kind of the gist of as to why they do it. They do the shortest circle distance possible. What else here? That's why you can't. Yeah, he's too far in front of you, I think, for you to see him. You're descending right now. You're drinking and flying. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get charged. Yeah, the FAA is gonna come knocking on my door. The VATSIM police. What's the winds in Memphis? I'm pretty sure they were calm the last I looked. 010 at 3 knots when I checked a couple. Actually, that METAR's probably expired. Let's see, KMEM. Oh, the wind's calm, 0. 10 statute miles, clear. You got good weather down there. Ask him for the visual approach. Just make sure you back it up with an ILS or something. I hope that explanation somewhat made sense, Jesse. It's hard to tell. I mean, the best way to represent it is like if you had a globe and you took a piece of string and you measured how many inches that string was, and then you put it from a specific airport to another airport, and then you moved it lower. Like, you would have to make the string longer to accomplish the same thing, because the globe is going to get thicker the further south you go. So you're spanning longer distance. I'm a butter the crap out of this aircraft. Flaps 30 at 150 is your landing speed. Dang, you're kind of heavy. Is that VREF plus 5? Well, you are cargo, so you are going to be heavy. I forgot about that. Never mind, it makes sense. Ignore what I said. You should do flaps 40. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do flaps 40. It's a waste of time. Oh, that's what you received. Is that what SimBrief calced for you? Favorite plane in Microsoft 24? Probably the Vision Jet. I haven't earned it yet in career mode because I just started. Actually, on Tuesday when I streamed it last, I started a VIP transport company. So I'm working to get enough money to buy the Vision Jet for that company. But that's my favorite so far in that game. Yeah, I think the whole concept, I'm with you on that, Mehdi. Like, the whole concept of flight sim being a real thing is crazy. That they have the entire world mapped out and, like, literally created in a game so that you can go anywhere. And it's very, very realistic. Yeah, the Vision Jet's really cool with that auto land. Hey, what's up, Goats1910? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by and clicking on it. The Vision Jet is easy. I think it's easy to fly. It's technically a single pilot jet aircraft, which is meaning that it's not super complicated in terms of workload. But in the game itself, it's very easy to use the systems. They're very intuitive. It's a very clean cockpit. It's not over complex, and it actually handles in the game very, very well. Because sometimes the aircraft in the game are super slippery or overly sensitive, but the Vision Jet's really good. Alright, so here's the conga line forming into Memphis. Look at all the traffic on the ground there. Jesus. A lot of aircraft. But that conga line's looking pretty good. They got you spaced out very nice. So that'll be a fun approach for you over there, Skystream. Oh yeah, it's very accurate. Your iOS setup. I'm gonna take the visual. Yeah, no, that's a good thing to do, Skystream Aviation. I mean, even in real life, it's always recommended if you're gonna do a visual at night that you back it up, even during the day, back it up with a precision approach just to make sure. Could you fly planes over the Yukon, Canada, Alaska, Russia, China, and Mongolia? Yeah, you can. Yeah, in flight sim you can. Technically, in real life, you can. U.S. can't. U.S. registered aircrafts can't currently fly through Russian airspace anymore because of the. Well, after we put in all the tariffs and stuff on them, they kind of restricted us from flying through their airspace. But yeah, in real life, they're doing that all the time. You can do it in flight sim. Sometimes you'll take, depending on the flight you do in flight sim, it'll actually have you go over the North Pole. So even though I'm going to the other side of the world, instead of going east, it'll have me fly north and just go way over the North Pole and transition the globe that way, which is cool. Let's see. You don't see a lot doing that route. So, so anything going, like, there's a flight from Chicago to New Delhi, India. And that one goes polar, so it'll go over northern, like way northern Canada and stuff like that, and then it'll come down through China. It used to come down through Russia back before the airspace closed. And then any aircraft going from, say, London to South Korea, they'll cut through Russian and Chinese airspace and stay pretty far north. So you'll see it there. What's the hardest plane to fly? The hardest plane to fly. Probably the one that's the most broken and bugged, which in Flight Simulator 2024, there's a handful of them. The Cessna Grand Caravan in that game is so bugged and broken, it like doesn't... a simple gust of wind could flip the thing over on the ground. It's so bouncy and stuff. Not good. I do have 2024 goats. The reason why I'm not doing it right now is because I'm using the PMDG Payware 7777, which isn't yet ported over to 2024. They're still working on it. But once they do that, I'll switch to 2024. So I'm really just still using Microsoft 2020 because of the Payware aircraft that I have. What if you fly over North Korea? Well, so anybody that's an ally of North Korea can fly over their airspace. Obviously the US doesn't. In this game you could fly to North Korea. I never actually did that. That'd be kind of interesting. We should do that one time. That'd be kind of fun to do. We should do a group flight to North Korea. We can make it like the raid and we can have all these funny call signs. Legit everywhere you can think of. Yeah, that's the fun thing about Flight Sim goats. If you can literally go wherever you want. I think they even modeled some of the landing strips in Antarctica in the South Pole. In real life, if you fly over North Korea, you're most likely getting shot down unless you're China or Russia registered aircraft. That's about it. I don't know who else is their ally. But yeah, you'd be in deep trouble. Close to being on approach. Yes, you are. I'm looking at you right. You're right here. Oh wait, no, you're right here. Oh, there's two guys in front of you now. Oh, that guy's way in front of you. But yeah, you're right here. And then there's the Republic that took off from O'Hare behind you. Still a little bit. He's got 89 miles to go. So he's like 20 miles behind you. And this guy, 43. This guy's like 20 miles ahead of you. What else? Yeah, Flight Sim is a pretty cool game just because it's so massive. And it's very well modeled and very realistic. Let's see. VG Master, you have to head off now. It was a pleasure to chat with you tonight. VG Master, thank you for stopping by as always. It was a good time chatting with you as well. And yeah, hopefully you're able to find a yoke and rudder pedals and are able to move forward with that and jump on Flight Sim with us. That'd be really, really cool. But I'll see you at the next stream. Probably going to be tomorrow night. So hope to see you then. Visual 3.6 right is what you're getting. That's nice. At least it won't be they probably won't vector you very far on a downwind leg then. So that's going to be quick. Can Thailand register aircraft fly over the Russian-Alaska route? Yeah, I think so. I'd have to probably pull up flight trackers to see what they're doing. I don't know off the top of my head, but I don't think Thailand and Russia have anything against each other. They might. I have no idea though. I'd have to honestly check. Have a good night, VG Master. Your girlfriend does not understand why you're a huge nerd with this game. The fact that you have what you have to do to get the plane up and running from cold start. Oh yeah, it's totally immersive. I had a lot of friends that never understood, growing up. I had one friend that was very into aviation and he was in the Flight Sim, but he didn't get as in depth. Like, he would come over to my house when we were younger and he would want to do Flight Sim and he would want to like watch me. And he got it. It was like fun to just sit there and monitor this like I'm doing right now, but have somebody else do it. I don't know. You just have to be into it. It doesn't make sense to people that aren't into aviation. Like they sit here and go, why would you want to sit here and stare at a screen? What are you doing while the airplane's just cruising? Like, how is that fun? And sometimes it's not fun, but sometimes it is. But yeah, you legitimately have to know a lot because you're seriously simulating how it is in the real world. It's very realistic. And my one friend's dad used to make fun of me for always playing Flight Sim until I actually started taking actual flying lessons in real life and then got my pilot's license and all that stuff. But no, I'm with you. even my wife, Medi, she's still kind of like, I just don't get it. But then the flip side of it is she'd rather have me play Flight Simulator than actually go exercise my right to fly in real life, because she's afraid that I'll get into a plane crash and die or something. So I'm like, all right, well then let me get my fix by playing Flight Sim. Plus it's cheaper. It doesn't cost $250 an hour. Although I do want to buy an airplane, so that is in the works. Not yet, but it will be in the works, I should say. At some point I'll get back into flying in real life more. What's the runway course for 36 right? Let me look. Let's pull it up. I'll pull up the ILS. Oops. MEM. Charts. Approach. ILS 36 right. 360 is your approach course. Alright, I'll leave this up for a second so you can look at it. Yeah, Flight Sim is a ton of fun. And then VATSIM, having VATSIM on top of Flight Sim just makes it so much more immersive and realistic and way more fun. I mean, VATSIM to me was the coolest thing when I first discovered it, because I played Flight Sim since Flight Sim 98, and then I found VATSIM in 2005, and it was such a game changer. And that was like right before I started flying in real life too. Yeah, it's true, you do. I mean, the most fun portions of flying on Flight Sim, unless you're doing a short haul, cruise is okay in a short haul if there's a lot of air traffic control on. But like, there's times where I used to do 2-3 hour flights and I'd sit through the whole thing because maybe you'd have center the entire time or whatever. But obviously taxi, takeoff, departure, climb out's fun, and then descending, approach, landing, all that's the most fun too. You are welcome, Skystream Aviation. Let's go back to here so we can watch you guys. Oh look, they're starting to break them off a little bit. You're still good though. Get rid of that, make that bigger. Alright, you have Navigraph, but a bit busy right now. No problem. If we fly planes using the Trans-Pacific route, it is the safest option. Yeah, I mean, all these routes, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. So actually, here, I'll show you this. Hold on, I gotta turn this off though. It's gonna freeze up everything. So when they fly, what the heck's going on here? Do I not have airways on? Hold on. There we go. What are these? Alright, so yeah, all your so right here, this green line, this is the differentiator between, I guess, Russian airspace on this side of it and US airspace, and we'll call it freedom airspace. So when they do flights, whether they do a route that goes like this, they will fly along this green line, but they will never cross into it. Because this is all Russian airspace, this is Russian airspace, this is Japan, so you're good here. You got South Korea, you got North Korea there, which you'll never go into. It's probably called Pyongyang. What is this called? I don't even know. Pyongyang Center. Yeah, you'll never talk to them. So yeah, they'll never cruise into there. Actually, might be able to see some people live over here. Yeah, see, like all these guys, they're right along it. So they're simulating real world flights. Nobody's penetrating this Russian airspace. So everybody's staying within the US or Japanese airspace. So yeah, it's totally safe. They won't mess with us over there, and they're not really looking to do anything to commercial aviation. Because if they did something, they'd be in deep trouble. A lot of consequences. Yeah, we pretty much do have the whole ocean as our airspace with a lot of different highways in the sky. Yeah, they should never shoot us down. mean, really, the only chances of you getting shot, you'll probably get intercepted by fighter jets, and they'll tell you to leave. But I think the only chance of actually getting shot down would be if you were in over by Ukraine, kind of like that whatever that jet was. I don't even remember what Azerbaijan jet or whatever, that E-190. I can't believe those guys flew that airplane the way they did too. That was just crazy. I mean, heck, we got to worry about the U.S. Army helicopters taking out commercial airplanes now because of poor air traffic controlling. Oh yeah, hold on. Let's go back. Let me turn this off, by the way. I don't need all these airways. They just clog everything. Traffic. There we go. Guys are getting close. Oh yeah, they'll probably have you start going on a downwind leg there soon, Skystream. Yeah, that thing got hammered by anti-aircraft weaponry, and it just destroyed all their hydraulics. It's amazing they could control it with the differential thrust. That's wild. Yeah, that whole Black Hawk, that whole situation in DC was so weird. I mean, like anything in aviation, when it comes to an accident, that's not like a mechanical issue. Well, even in a mechanical issue, you can still follow the same method, but it's always a series of things. It's always a series of decisions that ultimately led to the crash. And you know, you can take this thing back to the starting point, and it's like, okay, if that controller wouldn't have asked that Eagle flight to switch to runway 33, which would then be putting him on a nose-to-nose converging course with that helicopter, and that controller knew at some point, even though they were going nose-to-nose and were separate, kind of off track from each other, they knew at some point they'd be crossing paths, just because of the published helicopter route and the final approach course for that runway. So it's like, why even make the decision to put them in that scenario where they're going nose to nose, even if they're like 3 miles away when you first do that? Why not just let them continue on runway 1 and let that helicopter not have any traffic near? So that's like strike 1 for me. Strike 2 is they're saying that that helicopter was using night vision goggles. Which, okay, night vision goggles do 2 things. They eliminate your peripheral vision, so now you have tunnel vision. You can only see what's directly in front of the direction you're facing. And then on top of it, you're at 200 feet with night vision goggles on with all this light pollution from the city, and then you're supposed to differentiate light pollution from an airplane in the sky. But the biggest thing is, why are we allowed to use night vision goggles in the surface ring of a Class Bravo airspace? That would be like when I was doing my private pilot training and you had to do HUD work, or hoodwork, not HUD work, hoodwork for instrument when they disorient you and then you'd have to correct back to straight and level flight. That would be like me trying to go do that in the surface ring of O'Hare's Class Bravo airspace. It shouldn't even be allowed. Like, you don't need to use night vision goggles there. Everybody else is using their eyes. Use your night vision goggles when you're out of the Bravo to do your training. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Anyways, I'm missing something here. We got Air Canada on site. Nice. Oh yeah, because he's on base. HVAC. You're gonna go. All right, Jesse. Appreciate you stopping by. It was nice chatting with you. And thanks for clicking on the stream. I appreciate that too. Hope to see you again. Have a good night. But yeah, so that was the other thing. And the thing that is also messed up too, which stinks, is there's the other 2 scenarios of, okay, that air traffic controller is working 2 separate positions because it's nighttime, so there's less traffic volume, which they do that at every facility. At night, a single controller will work 5 positions that would be staffed, individually during the day when it's busy. But the problem is, he's transmitting and receiving on 2 different frequencies, but the aircraft aren't able to hear both of those frequencies. So now he's talking to the helicopter on one frequency, and he's talking to the regional jet on a different frequency. So the regional jet and the helicopter can't hear any of the communication that's happening with the air traffic controller. And why did he only point out traffic to the helicopter? He didn't point out the helicopter traffic to the regional jet either. And then on top of it, he gave the regional jet a very, very high workload approach. Like, they don't have time to be looking for traffic when you're doing a circle to land approach for a short runway. You're focused on the approach itself. Like, you're not looking to maintain visual separation from other traffic. So, I don't know. It was just bad decision making. And then they're saying that the helicopter reported them traffic in sight, but it was the wrong one. They basically blindsided each other from what it looks like in the radar replay. It's just bad. Well, you're gonna be behind a Cessna 208 potentially, because you have a very slow moving. No, they're gonna vector you probably past him. I'm hoping for at least 150 or below. Skystream, I'm going for 150 or below. That's the goal. Do you see that Cessna 3,000 feet below you? Wow, it's almost 11 o'clock. I gotta get to bed. We're gonna watch you land, and I'm gonna probably have to end the stream because it is getting late. Dude, if they let this Cessna go in front of you, he's behind you now. He's already on final. Well, he's about to intercept. But he's at 3,000. You're at descending through 56. He's going 140 knots. You're going 224. So, yeah, you're definitely going to overtake him. They should give him a different runway. Or they're going to make you extend your downwind leg. That stinks. But yeah, that whole collision in DCA really got me frustrated, just with the whole aviation as a whole. It's unacceptable that happened, and it shouldn't have happened, honestly. There's no reason to. I mean, stuff like that is a result of this industry constantly seeing how much they can get their toes on the line without going over the line. And yesterday, whatever, how many days ago that was, they went over the line, and that's what happens. They need to stop pushing the envelope to the limit, or just to the limit. It's like, let's see, can we get our toes a little more? Oh, yeah, okay, good, nothing happened. How about a little more? Okay, good, we didn't go over yet. Let's try a little more. It's just... It's brutal. But, yeah, that sucks. 67 people gone. That shouldn't have been gone. Yeah, that Cessna... Oh, yeah, you're turning base right now. He's still putzing along. He's going 140 knots. You're going to have to slow to your final approach speed pretty early, probably. 8 nautical miles and you're 20, so he's got you 12 miles behind this dude. That's probably good enough separation. I had so many people, though, ask me, what are your thoughts on that crash? It's because the second anybody finds out that you're into flying or flew in real life, that's just the first thing they always ask you when there's an accident. What happened? Am I going to be safe when I have to fly in a week? 170 to final. 170 until the outer marker. Oh wow, did we start our first step climb? Have we hit our first step climb? Yeah, we did. Alright, 330, baby. Oh, our tailwind died out. We're only at 76. Are we officially over the Atlantic now, too? I think we might be. No, not yet. We still got a little bit of ways to go. Zoom that out. Alright, 330 it is. I was like, I heard something I heard the engines spool up. Are they still keeping you on 36 right, or did they switch you? No, you'll be... you should be good. Dang, that's a long taxi for some of these guys way up here at FedEx. Busy night here in Memphis. On aircraft. Still 36 right? Okay. Yeah, it looks like he'll be good. I mean, he's... What are you? He's like 10 miles ahead of you. You'll be fine. There's no way you're going to catch up to him at this point. That other traffic from O'Hare is off to your right on a downwind. He's like literally perpendicular with you. He is at 4,000. Hey, you guys are about the same altitude. You probably saw each other. Question. Altimeter change to standard goes when transition altitude has been reached. That is correct. Yeah, so in the United States, it's always 18,000 feet is when you'll switch it. You know, going above 18, you'll go to standard. Going below, you'll set it to the local altimeter setting of the arrival airport. In Europe and other parts of the world, it's normally determined either by ATC or by the published arrival and departure. It'll be listed on the chart. But yeah, as long as you're staying in the States, just always remember 18,000 feet. And then most airlines now are switching to where they're keeping their landing lights, wing lights. They're keeping like all of their non-required lights on up until 18,000 feet. So they'll turn them on crossing 18,000 feet descending, and then they'll leave them on until they pass 18,000 feet. It used to be 10,000 feet, but it seems like everybody's now doing it for more heightened awareness. Alright. Cessna's very short final. I'm starting to get tired. Holy cow, it's starting to hit me just like a brick. It's so slow. It updates so slow. And it's like so not far from the runway. He's getting blown around. It's a little off center. 70 knots. $328. Alright, Skystream. He has landed, and he is probably exiting left at Echo. Let's see. He's still going fast, though. Alright, he passed that taxiway. I guess he's rolling out for a bit. Which, hell, you have plenty of time. He's got to get off up here then. Like, what is he going to do? Roll it all the way out to the end? He should have just glided halfway down the runway then. Okay, there you go. All right. He's clear of the runway. The runway's all yours. Back to you. There you are. Coming into view. Although you look like you're lined up for 3-6 center. Did they switch you? They might have had you sidestep, huh? Interesting. We'll see what happens. I don't want to bother him while he's landing right now. Once he touches down, I'm sure he'll answer. They probably did that because of that Cessna taking forever. They got you going around? That's a shame. I wonder why. I mean, the Cessna was clear. There's nobody on the runway. Weird. I mean, we're all looking at it right here. Runway's clear. I don't know. All right. Well, as much as I don't want to, I need to call it quits for the night. I gotta get to bed. It's 11 o'clock. It's late. Should already be asleep. But man, I had a good time tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out and chatting up. That made that we've been flying for it's been 2 hours and 26 minutes since we pushed back from the gate. It's a long time. And we've been live for 2 hours and 41 minutes. It went by very, very fast. So appreciate all the chats. Man, it won't even let me scroll all the way up. I always like to go through and say thanks to everybody that stopped by, but it won't let me go all the way back up to the top. But we have Skystream Aviation. Appreciate you stopping by. It was very fun talking with you, and I do hope you land very soon in Memphis. I won't be able to watch it on stream, though, unfortunately. VG Master, it was good to see you as always. Medi, it was great talking with you. Look forward to doing a VATSIM flight here in the future. Same with you, Skystream, doing a VATSIM flight. If you guys ever have any questions on VATSIM, feel free to, shoot me a comment or whatever, and I'll definitely do my best to help. Or if there's like a video or something that would be helpful to make, I can do that too. So I'm very open to all that. So thanks for stopping by. It was fun chatting with both of you. Who else came through? Freight on the Fly. It was very nice talking with you too. Appreciate you stopping by for a little bit. And then Jesse's Elevators, HVAC, and more random stuff. Thank you for stopping by as well. Appreciate that. It was great talking with you. Gerald Plays, thanks for checking us out for a little bit. Appreciate that as well. Goats 1910, thanks for stopping by. Had a good little conversation going on there too. Zachary from earlier, I know you were at the previous couple of streams, so it was good to see you again. Appreciate you stopping by, and the commitment from those of you that have attended more than one stream. I appreciate that very much. So you guys make it a lot of fun, because like we kind of talked in the chat, it can get boring kind of just sitting here cruising if there's nothing really to do. So the chat keeps it super entertaining. So it was a good time. I hope to see you guys all another night. Probably going to stream tomorrow night. Normally what I do is I try to start by or at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, I got to hop off, so unfortunately. But hope you have a good landing. It was the wrong runway. Oh gosh. Wait, question. In Microsoft 2024, I can't see passengers board. So I think the only reason why you could see passengers board is because of GSX. Do you have GSX for 2020? Which is through Fly Tampa. No, you don't. Okay. Maybe PMDG doesn't. PMDG, I think, has it modeled through their product, but then also GSX is the thing that does like the bags and does the passengers and all that stuff. So it could be that. Yeah, GSX does exist for 2024, but if you have it for 2020, it automatically works in 2024. All right, Skystream. Yeah, leave a comment on the stream. Let me know what they ended up assigning you and what your landing rate was. That'll be good to see. But yeah, Medi, if you get it for 2024, you'll be able to do like all the pushback procedures. You'll be able to do the boarding, all that stuff, and similar. It's basically what I did at the beginning of this stream when I first left O'Hare. Hey, Mr. Itchy. What's going on? Good to see you again. Unfortunately, I gotta end the stream. I gotta hop on. I gotta get to bed. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do tomorrow, and of course, it just keeps getting busy. I hate having to go when there's still people joining. But I'm gonna stream again tomorrow night at, yeah, sure, wine real quick. Well, I just keep blabbing. But I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow night, 8:30 Central Time, PM. That is in the evening, not in the morning. So hope to see whoever can stop by then. But yeah, it was a good night tonight. And I'm gonna try to record the landing into Dubai, because I don't think I'll be able to stream it, but it'll give me something to make a quick video out of. Career mode had you landing a Pilatus 12 on a 1,200-foot runway after a 4-hour flight. That's beautiful. That sounds like career mode in 2024. It was like when we were stuck at that farm airport and had to depart. That was funny. Alright, anyways, guys, I gotta hop off. If you keep talking, you'll be able to watch me land. No, I gotta go. I gotta end it right now, as much as I don't want to. But have a good night, everybody. Take care. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscriptions. I appreciate it all. And thanks for chatting. It was a good time. I'll see you all next time. And have a good evening and a great landing. Later.